And this is kind of how I get them. Don't get bit by Argus monitors. Pause it. Oh! What is good with you guys, man? Welcome back to another video. I'm currently getting ready to go herping. Second time. I did go yesterday, but I want to do a video for you guys. Hopefully, herping video, we go find some cool stuff. But a lot of you guys have been asking, been begging me for an electric blue day gecko update. What's going on with the blue days? What's going on with the babies? Just a whole update on that. So today we got a short video on that. I also just want to show you guys this. I'm sure you guys know who's responsible for this. It's still tender to the touch. Don't get bit by Argus monitors. All right. Full thing is on Patreon. It's gonna be posted on Patreon, the bite video. If you guys wanna see that, go check out the Patreon. More on that later. All right guys, so the first order of business is I have to clean this enclosure out. There's a lot of like poop and everything. For as little as they are, they poop fairly frequently even though it's really small. So I got these two deli cups right here. The hard part is gonna be getting them out because they're lightning quick. This baby one right here shouldn't be too hard. Should be able to just grab this right here. Oh, look at this. All right. So you guys can see this right here. So this is one of the babies that I produced. This is the one that just appeared out of nowhere. We're pretty sure this one is a, look at him licking me. Pretty sure this one's a male because he's showing pores. Whatever the case may be though, this one is, we are going to try and look for a unrelated adult male to trade this one for. Whether it is a male or a female, I'm actually not quite sure yet. In like that. Secure her with this. There's holes in there, she can still breathe. There we go, there's one secured. Now we have the harder one. We have the female. So now we gotta go ahead and get this female out. This is an adult female. We're gonna go ahead and start removing these because we gotta clean this. I mean, look, this is what you guys can see. This is, you guys can see they produce a lot of little tiny, they're tiny poops, but they do produce. Now the adults I find are much faster than the babies, which makes no sense, but if you've ever kept blue day geckos, and if you want to keep some and you don't have any, hit me up because we are always producing. I don't want to remove these branches if I don't have to, but we're just gonna be super gentle with her. There she is, and here she is. All right, if I can get her to kind of go like this. Oh man, if we're good, if she's good, come on baby. All right, here we just go like this then. Here, this happens all the time with these geckos. They will just go on the outside of the enclosure, and this is kind of how I get them. You just gotta, if you're gentle like that with them. So here we go. There is an adult female Lygodactylus williamsi, electric blue day gecko. All right, switch it. Oh, okay. Pause it. Oh! The females aren't as bright of colors as males. Oh, look at that shot. But you see that in their own right, they are still incredibly gorgeous little lizards. Now let's put this on before she escapes again. You guys didn't just see, but she basically just ran onto my shirt and my brother had to get her. So look, there's like a size, you can't see the size by size. You can see the size by size. This one is a year and like a couple months, and this one is like 3-4 months. Okay, well, we're not gonna mess with it too much, but this is one of the babies, another baby that's kind of already spoken for. Again, not gonna mess too much with it. But yeah. All right guys, so now that we have the day geckos secured, now we can get started with cleaning off all of the appendages in the enclosure, as well as getting everything nice and brushed down to get it looking fresh. And I can kind of talk about more of the enclosure and what's going on with these geckos. All right, you guys, so this is my little greenhouse temporary grow tent type thing that I got up here in my room. And I want to show you guys just quickly the different types of plants that I have growing in here, because I think this is pretty cool. Here's just a little thermometer and hygrometer I have in here to make sure it stays warm and humid. Obviously this needs to be sprayed down, so it stays about 80 degrees in here. This humidity is lower because it's been open for a little bit, but the humidity usually does stay anywhere from around 60 to 80%, depending on how recently I have sprayed it. So I guess I'll tell you guys the lighting I'm using as well. This is just an incandescent to keep the temperature nice and warm in here, and that's just a regular LED grow light. The reflective mylar helps keep everything well lit. Now let me make this clear, this is still a very amateur level setup. So don't roast me too hard down in the comments. But we'll start right here. We'll start right down here. This is a Chinese money plant that I have. It's a clipping from an adult plant we have downstairs. And this right here is just a propagation, just a little clipping that is starting to grow roots. Actually, I don't want to take it out of the water, but this thing is doing beautiful. Look at the leaves. And it also has two of these right here. These have not grown much, if at all, since I clipped it, but it's still green, growing roots. So once we plant it into some soil, it should take off. So right in here, we'll start. This is a couple Monstera addisoni clippings. These are from the main plant. This plant has gone through a lot. This was in the blue day gecko enclosure, but now it's just kind of chilling in here. This is one down here that I'm super, super proud of. These ones are looking incredible. We got new growth coming in there. This leaf 2 days ago was not even here, and this plant's looking phenomenal. A big, big pothos leaf in the back with some new growth coming in there. This is a big quote unquote parent node that is producing beautifully. Now you guys will see some more of the big pothos parent nodes in the day gecko enclosure. But these pothos, I mean, these right here are what I'm really excited about. These are Ficus benjamina, the Benjamin's ficus, aka the weeping fig or the jungle fig. And these are some clippings I got from a parent tree at my local gym. Now they did have a little bit of scales. Scales are a type of pest insect that kind of affects fig trees and other tropical plants. And I had to quarantine them, get them all clean. They were producing honeydew on the leaves, so they were all sticky. But now they are good to go. And last but not least, we have the Monstera from the blue tree enclosure, but it's in here now, actually starting to take off. This leaf has come in recently and is looking amazing and strong. This one back here is getting too big to even support itself, so it's going to need some support in a couple of days, and I'm going to have to find a way to support it, because you see back here, the roots kind of grow from here to here. So I have them on some dowel rods right now. This is not gonna last for long. The leaves are starting to get their classic Monstera deliciosa holes in them. This is what I got growing in here right now. I'm super happy. This is my first time doing something like this. So if you guys have any tips for any of these plants, with the temperature and the humidity in here, they grow super, super fast. Like I'm seeing these all grow super, super fast. This thing back here is growing fast. Everything in here is doing pretty well. Now, I do have a couple other ideas that I want to do with this grow tent. Of course, I need to make some adjustments to it, but I think everything's growing in here well. I need your guys' help though. If you are in like the Maryland, Delaware, Virginia, Pennsylvania area over here on the East Coast, and you have any brown anoles you want to get rid of, I want to do a project, but I need some brown anoles first. I need to start a colony of them. So if you got brown anoles, I desperately need your help. If you don't want them anymore, I will take them, preferably like a 1.3 or a 1.4, but I can work with a couple pairs of them. Or if you are not local to me and you want to send your boy some brown anoles for the free, I would be most appreciative. Get at me if you have some brown anoles, because I need those to build the framework for a really cool project that I want to do that no one else has really done. Again, of course, I'll have to make some adjustments to this grow tent to make sure it's safe for reptiles, get some better lighting in there and whatnot. But I think this could be something very interesting. First one we're gonna put back in is this female right here. Look at that. She's fast. She is super fast. Already gone. I think she's on the other side of this. There she is. Already crawling to the back. And so there he is now in his new clean enclosure, and he's gonna jump up there in a second, I bet. So I just kind of want to go over what's going on in this enclosure right now. Still rocking that 12 by 12 by 24 tall. Now this pothos, I don't know if you guys remember when I put it back in there, it was like just that leaf size back there. It has taken over this enclosure. Super strong stems. It's got to be because of the lighting that's in here, guys. But super strong stems, and it's just going crazy. I'm gonna let it keep going. No reason to cut it back, I'm seeing yet. But there's a ton of new growth coming off of it. And again, I left this baby gecko in here this whole time, and you guys can see he or she is still doing absolutely incredible. So yeah, basically I'd just be looking for a swap just to get some new genetics. I really miss our male, guys, Gary. He was named Gary after our boy here, a real one on the channel, Gary's TNA Exotics, man. But you guys can see this gecko's doing amazing. I'm gonna just keep calling it a he. Just an incredible, incredible animal. So once that is done, we will be able to have another adult pair finally and be able to start producing eggs. It's been a little bit cooler in the room, a little bit less light. So of course she is not laying eggs right now. It's her off season. As the temperatures start to warm up, as they start to get a little bit longer day cycle, a little bit even more humidity in here, she'll start laying eggs again. By that time, we will have a male ready to pair. So there you guys go. That's what's going on with the blue day geckos. Kind of in the middle of some things, but it is kind of straightening back out. I'll just hit my TV. But I did want to provide that video for you guys. Again, huge shout out. If you guys want to see the full blue bite video, it's going to be posted over on Patreon. Again, it was completely my fault. It was just a dumb mistake. Neither of us are any worse for wear. Huge shout out to my Patreon supporters. If you guys want behind the scenes, discounts on merch, first access to a bunch of different stuff, I'm going to be revamping the Patreon here this coming weekend. So Patreon members, you guys are going to get a whole new interface of stuff. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit that like button, share this around. Super excited, guys. It's starting to warm up. Amazing, amazing content on the way. I'll see you in the next one.